Libras? How y'all doing, man? See you guys in live today. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it for the Libras at this time. We're gonna look into you guys' love. We're gonna look to your money. We're gonna look into your health. We're gonna look into your spirit message. Make sure that you guys have hit the like, the follow, the share button. Make sure you guys also chime in later on today, and probably just like another hour or so. We're going to be doing our live free readings. Okay, so make sure that you guys tune in for that right there. Now, oh shit. Now, make sure that you guys also hit that like, that follow, that share button. If you guys have not, make sure that you guys hit the like, the follow, and the share button. I don't know why I flip these cards like this when I just drew them out the deck. I should have turned them faceward up. I be doing them like how I do it when I do my live readings, okay? So let me just turn these upside down. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it at this time. Also, shout out to everyone who's been hitting the like, the follow, the share button. Shout out to everyone who's been commenting under the on the videos. You know, all those comments, all those likes, all those shares, you make a big difference on the page. I've been seeing the numbers. They've been going up this week, 36s. So shout out to the 36 Kingdom. My 36s, y'all guys is goddamn making it happen, man. So shout out to all of you guys who are watching the content. All right, now let's keep it going real quick though. So let's look over into your realms of love for you Libras. Now Libra, you guys have the Four of Pentacles popping up for you at this time. I definitely do feel that with this Four of Pentacles energy popping up for you, it's saying that you need to guard your heart, or maybe you've been guarding your heart in love because of some type of heartbreak you've been through. You know, so now it's almost like you're stuck. Okay, it's almost like you're stuck, and when it comes to the realms of love, it's like you can't really have love. It's like you don't really have love. It's like because you've been through this thing, and it's like now whenever you try and have love, you go through this never-ending nightmare of getting the same type of person or getting the same type of situation. So it's like you just, I feel like for some of you guys, you just stopped, okay? You know, you might just stop. You know, maybe you guys are in a relationship, you know, and you used to really give love, but now you just there because, you know, you're supposed to be. But it's like the energy's not really there. You don't really feel the energy there anymore like you used to, because, you know, you've been through so much heartbreak with a person that now it's like it's just a standstill. Now, I feel like that all this needs to change and has to change, and it can change. You know, you need to start sowing seeds. So for those of you guys who've been single for a while, you know, you need to start sowing seeds of love, you know, showing your interest, talking to people, invite people to hang out, you know, these type of things coming through for you. I feel like that's going to bring so much joy in your life. For those of you guys in a relationship, start showing acts of love, start doing acts of love, start talking about, you know, being in love, start invoking that energy, and I feel like that things are going to really work out for you, and the sun will shine on your realms of love, bringing more love into your life. Now, in your realms of money, sheesh, Libra, yeah, damn, you guys got a lot of shit going on, all right, but it's not too bad. Now, you could be in your head about like feeling like you're in lack, or experiencing lack at this time, or going through lack, and you feel like, man, maybe you feel like you lost out on money, or you guys might have fallen for some type of scams or something like that and lost out on money, or maybe you were gambling or something and lost out on money, or maybe you're trying to find work and it's just like work isn't coming through for you at this time. You know, I do feel like there is almost like this sense of a standstill. It's like maybe you guys will try and work a job, you get a job, but then you lose the job, you know, and now you're at this like standstill where it's like things aren't really moving, or things aren't really flowing, and money's not really flowing in like that for you at this time. And I feel like that you need to sell yourself, because it's like you're doing too much. You know what I mean? You're trying to speak affirmations while at the same time you're stressing your head off about work and about money. You know what I mean? It's like you need to find a clear path to be on and stick to that clear path. If your goal is to say, all right, I'm going to work this job and start making money off this job, then your everything needs to be that right there. You know, you don't need to try and do that, try and do school, try and hang out, try and do cook and clean, and try and do, you know, all this type of thing. You need to really find a way to focus on your finances and on one thing in finances. You know, you might be like, well, I want to be a multi-millionaire, and I heard a multi-millionaire's got 8 sources of income or 12 sources of income, so I want to have to do this job, this job, this job, and I also help over here, and my friend has a radio station, I help them as well. You cut all that shit out, okay? You need to have one job, focus on that one thing, you know, change the way that you're thinking, and then everything will change for you, okay? Now, in your realms of health, if you've been asking about, like, if anything's going on for you or if anything's going on in your body, you have the Ace of Wands popping up for you at this time. So, you know, I do feel like that things could be some type of passionate thing is going to be, no, you know, for real. So for some of you guys, somebody that you were passionate with might have given you something. You might be wondering at this time because you might be feeling like something's off. So somebody might have actually given you guys something right here with this Ace of Wands. You also have the Tower down here as well. You know, so I feel like that for some of you guys, you know, you need to kind of, this is why you're guarding yourself. I feel like that some of you guys might need to go to like a doctor or something like that. You know, now for others of you guys, I do feel like that this could be saying that you guys could be gaining a new passion for like health and working out, and some of you guys might be joining a martial arts or getting into martial arts as well, and that might be where you're finding your health at, and you're finding good things coming in for you in health. You might be really pushing in towards some type of martial art or fighting technique. I feel like that things will be moving good for you as you do focus on your health. You know, you have the Six of Swords popping up for you at this time, so I feel like that things are going to be moving to a lot smoother energy when you actually listen to yourself, when you actually trust yourself, and you don't just try and do things for everyone else, but actually do things for you. You know, allow yourself to be the authority, not the backup. You know what I mean? I do feel like that, you know, you have the Magician popping up here. So it's like if you take action towards things in your life, then things will actually flow and be good for you. But if you don't, you know, it's like the Tower's gonna come smack your ass. You know what I mean? Like the Tower's gonna devour you. So I feel like that you need to make sure that you're being very deliberate about the things that you're doing. You know, actually be like, I know what I'm doing with my life. I'm doing this. I'm going for this. I'm going for that. You know, I'm headed in this direction, and make it happen, okay? I feel like your health can be okay if you are very intentional about your health. All right, I went to the doctor, got my checkups, make sure my body's feeling good, my body's feeling right, you know, and make sure that I'm healthy and everything. You know, I feel like if you do that, you can avoid a lot. Now, when I look over into your overall spirit message, you do have the Five of Wands. So definitely could be like dealing with some competitive energy at this time, where things can be a bit competitive. Maybe it's your work, the field that you're in work. Maybe things are just very competitive at this time. Maybe it's in the realms of love. You feel like you're competing or something like that. You know, I feel like that if you just trust the ideas that have come to you, you're going to be fine. You know what I mean? I feel like, but you got to trust yourself at this time. I also feel like that there could be something coming to like a close or a stop, or something coming to an ending, because you do have this Tower card popping up for you. We might get a little clarification on it once we hit the clarification, but you do have this Tower popping up for you right now. So it could be that something that maybe that you were working on, or that you built, or a relationship is coming to this, it's destructive in a close. But let's find out for you guys. Let's look through your clarifications. See what we got going on. All right, tell us for Libra. Sheesh, y'all had that Three of Swords. Y'all got the Hangman like twice. Sheesh, man. Yeah, y'all realms of love. Y'all gotta switch it up. Okay, so now Libra, in your realms of love, you do have the Three of Swords popping up for you over the Four of Pentacles. So I do feel like, Libra, that, you know, you could be guarding your heart at this time, because you either are currently going through a heartbreaking situation, or you've gone through a heartbreaking situation with a person that's really upset you, or you're very upset by this person might have cheated or lied or something of the sorts like that. So you're in this area of guarding yourself at this time. You know, I feel like that's why you feel stuck in the realms of love, because you're not even sure what you want to do right now. You know what I mean? I do feel like that you need to gain clarity upon this situation. So that way you can move on accordingly. Like here's what gaining clarity would look like: realizing that not everyone is a cheater, realizing that even though you've had to go through a difficult situation, that's just for then, it's not forever. So I do feel like that you need to get out of this energy of the hangman, which is keeping you a bit stuck or whatnot. And release that energy. We have good things coming in for you, though. We have the Sun card popping up right here, and Judgment as well. So I feel like that your good karma and the good that you've done is going to bring a lot of balance in your life. There could be like a past friend or a past person that could be showing back up in your life that can bring some type of assistance or joy into your life at this time as well. With the Judgment card, could be a Leo. Leo's been kind of popular today. And your realms of career, so you have the Queen of Pentacles over the Nine of Swords. So I feel like that, it's like the decisions that you make and the decisions that you choose are going to give you the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? So I feel like that you could be feeling like depressed towards your finances right now, because normally you're more abundant than you are right now. But it's like you got to change the way that you're thinking so that way abundance can really flow in for you. And not be stuck in this place of fear, because your negative thinking is keeping you stuck with this hangman right here. We have the Eight of Swords over the hangman, so your negative thinking is what's keeping you stuck at this time. So you got to change how you're thinking and directing your energy towards things, and you bring forth the change in your life. Over the Seven of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like that there is some type of opportunity that's going to come in for you that will make things a little more clear for you. I also feel like if you're like trying to figure out what to do right now, choose the money, okay? Over everything else, choose the money. As you choose the money, I feel like there's going to be a lot that will come in for you, and abundance will be able to flow into your life. Okay, now over your health, you guys do have the Queen of Swords over the Page of Wands, or the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like that you guys need to be following yourself, not getting distracted by the small things, okay? There could be small things that's happening in your life or that's going on or whatnot, and it's like you got to really more so focus on the bigger picture right now and go for what you want, especially if there's some type of interest in the realms of health. Like some of you guys want to be nurses, some of you guys want to be doing something in the health field. I feel like that you need to follow that passion and not let things or worries or fears distract you, but actually go for it at this time, because you'll have success there. I feel like that things are going to, as you get going, things are going to become a lot easier for you, especially you guys who are either in the health field or who are wanting to get in the health field. I feel like things are going to become a lot easier for you guys in this situation. If you guys are doing things to improve your body or improve your health, I feel like that there's somebody that's going to be able to help you with that process as well, that you might find on online or in person or something like that. You also have the Nine of Wands with the Magician at this time. So I feel like that's saying that you're the Magician. Don't be overly guarded. You know what I mean? You could not be putting your full energy towards something because you're still guarded towards something when it comes to your health. Or maybe you're not confident enough at this time, and it's like you need to get past that. You need to be confident, because confidence says it all. You work magic in this right here, so you need to be confident when it comes towards your realms of health as well. When I look over into your realm of overall spirit message, you have the Strength over the Five of Wands. So even though there could be competition or you could be in a competitive field, I feel like the Strength card is basically saying that things are going to work out just fine for you. You got to use your strengths at this time, and things will work in your favor. Also, some of you guys might be strong when it comes to the martial arts. You guys might be really good at that. Over the Ace of Swords, you guys have the King of Swords popping up for you at this time. So I do feel like with this King of Swords energy, it's saying that, as you guys trust yourself and move in logic, cut things out of your life that aren't serving you and double down on things that are. Over the Tower is coming so that way it can get you to walk away from something that really is no longer serving you in your life, okay? Something that you should have been walked away from, like a past relationship or an old job or or negative people, you know, things that you're supposed to have been walked away from. Now the universe is looking like it's going to step in and cause a moment for these things to be able to break, so that way it can't stay in your life and you can move on towards something way better. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you guys in your reading at this time. Now, so if you guys have not, make sure you guys contact me today so that you guys can get your spell workings done. Now, let's say you guys are dealing with issues in the realms of love. I would advise my $5,000 obsession spell. It's a very powerful working. It can pull your person in for you, okay? It can make this person utterly obsessed. Exactly how it sounds, okay? Go check out my reviews on Shaman.music on Instagram. I'm blue checked, okay? You're going to see a bunch of reviews under there. You'll even see some of my clients commenting underneath the post. But, you know, when I say that I'm the world's best, I guarantee you that no one's doing it on the scale or the level I do it on. You know, I'm able to pull your lover in for you, to make that love happen for you, you know. So if you're in a place right now where you're dealing with issues in your realms of love, the obsessive spell will more than likely do it for you. Now, let's say that you're more so in the energy of, okay, you know, I don't want an ex. I want this person that I've been wanting for a long time, but I haven't been able to make this person be able to be with me. I've gone to multiple people. No one's been able to make this person leave his relationship or leave her relationship. No one's been able to make this person commit to in a marriage or commit in a relationship with me. You know, then you guys want to get either my domination spell or my marriage spell. Both these spells will do the job. Now, the marriage spell comes with everything. The obsession spell, the domination spell, the banishings as well for you guys. So the marriage spell comes with everything. It's a very powerful, great spell to have. The domination spell comes with the obsession spell, because with domination workings, we're doing black magic basically, okay? So we're forcing a person to be with you, and then once we move out of that magic, we move into the love magic, where we use the obsession to make the person be utterly obsessed. You know, so we can give you what you desire. If that's something that you've been needing. Like I got spirits tattooed all over my body for a reason. You know what I mean? I work very heavily with these entities. That's how I'm able to do the workings that I do, and that's how my team, because it's not just me, there's a team of people under me as well. That's how we all get your workings done and get your workings done fast. Because, you know, like when I talk about my workings, like I have reviews on my page where, marriage reviews, where people have gotten their person to propose in only 72 hours. You know, that's fast. That's like what, 3 days or something like that? You know what I mean? Like that's really fast. You know, so if you guys are in a place where you're saying to yourself, Sirron, I want the best, you need to come to me, because I can give you the best. Okay, like you know, I can give you what you want. You know, or you can keep on going to these looking for something that's cheap and weak. You know, and then you'll keep on just paying multiple people for nothing. You're paying and you're not getting any result. Okay, you know, come to the world's best. Let me do what I do, and I can guarantee you that I'll have your person to you. We take Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, Zelle, crypto, bank transfer on our larger purchases. We do bank transfer. Okay, so if you guys are in that place where you need something like that, you guys can contact me today at 682-446-0265. We got the number going up the screen. 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. 0265. I'll be happy to help you guys out. Now, if you're saying to yourself, Sirron, you know, that sounds really great. I've seen your reviews. I've also heard other people talk about how great you are. But here's the only problem, bro. You know, I only got one problem, bro, is that I don't make that type of money. You know, I don't make that type of bread. If I did, I would get one, but I don't make that type of money, man. I wish I could. You know, then what you guys need to do is get in on my chronic money spell, okay? Not the $5,000 one that you guys see going across here. That's an advanced chronic money spell. Same way we have our Lucifuge spells, the advanced levels. You know, those are made to get you a lot more money. But if you guys are wanting to make like $10,000 to $12,000 monthly, I would suggest that you guys get in on my basic level chronic money spell. It's only a $222 spell. $222, okay? 222. Very great spell, very powerful spell. It will do the job for you, you know? And what it's made to do is to make you make this money monthly. So let me paint the picture like this. You're gonna spend $200 on a pair of shoes, or maybe on some new clothes. You're gonna spend this $200, and that $200 you spent is going to be gone. once you spend it, it's not going to bring you any more value, okay? Versus when you spend $200 or you invest $200 in the clonic spell, this now will pay off your initial $200 investment, I mean you're gonna make that money back. And then on top of that, every dime that you make since forward, while using this spell, is all profit. So when you hit your $10,000 month, that's all profit. The next month, that's all profit. The next month, that's all profit. You know, you invested a small seed of $222, and now you got an harvest from this right here. You know, so it's really a no fucking brainer, okay? You know, if you're in a, that's why I don't feel sorry for when people, they hit me up and they're like, oh, Sirron, please donate to this. We already have our own donation things that we do for people. I give money away to single mothers and fathers who are in need or whatnot. But that's some way different. But, oh, Sirron, you know, will you give to this? Oh, Sirron, you know, I need help with this. I need help with that. I feel no sympathy for people. And I don't give them anything because I told you guys, if you have this $200 spell, this will change your freaking life. Same way, because you can't tell me shit, I was homeless. I was homeless. I was staying in a Motel 6. I've slept in cars at 30-degree weather. Not my car, my friend's car. I've been on the bottom. And I know that when I first wrote this chronic money spell, it's what took me to the top. It's what elevated me. This spell, even though I wrote it, I promise you, this spell came from the other side. It came from the entity I was working with, which is Chronic. Chronic gave me these words because the spell works. You don't have to be stuck. You can make the money that will change your life, and I can help you with it. So if that's something that you guys need, you guys can always contact me at 682-446-0265. That's 682-446-0265. That is 682-446-0265. I'll be happy to help you guys out. All right, now that's what I got for you guys today. It's your boy Sirron, the Shaman, that 36 God. Peace.